Hello, hello, hello. Hello, welcome. You may notice, for those of you who are not new, that I'm in a new place. Not really a new place, new setting. Trying something a little different today. So we're going to see how it goes. Let me jump right in with our channeled messages for today and see how it goes. Hi, hello. Channeled songs for today are Can't Slow Down by Almost Monday and Control-Alt-Delete by Rev. Let me know if my mic is working. Goodness gracious. Synchronicities for today are the numbers 811, 111, 2121, 333, 234, 3232. Hi everybody. You could be a veteran, you could have green eyes, you could also be part of the furry community, no judging here. You could be into surfing, you could be from California. Hollister was relevant. Bunnies were relevant, specifically Cinnarol from Sanrio, so that could be for you. But yeah, that's the channel messages and songs, and let's get into what this reading will be about for today. So, my country, the US. So, astrological house for today is the house of transformation, of karma and transformation. Hello everybody, hi! And let's see for the zodiac sign. Zodiac sign for this house is 5 for Leo. Leo and transformation. So transformation around our, around our self-confidence, the being in the spotlight, those types of things. So let's get into it. I have runes. Let's get into runes for more details. Yes, my setup's a little different, so you guys, it might be a little bit quieter around me, so thank you for the follow, friend, thank you. I'm pulling out my runes to get more details, moving that out of the way, and let's see what we get here. So you have 8th house for transformation. That's also like the taboo, so we may also feel taboo being in the spotlight. Looks like we have 2, and they are the Kudu's strength, which is funny because 8 is the number for strength in tarot, so that's cool that that came out. Thank you for the follows and the likes. And then we also have Evas. Evas is for partnership, strength and partnership. Oh yeah, because N comes after M in the alphabet. That's interesting. I am not a matchmaker. That's not what my thing is over here. So let's get into charms as well for a little bit more detail. 8th house Leo. Oh wow, that's a lot. Okay, so we have self-love with the pink, the rose quartz right here, as well as the clear quartz, so transmuting negative energy and self-love. Like I said, we're doing some work in our self-concept, in our self-image, our confidence levels. The conch here, you may live near water, near beach. Yeah, this gives me vibes of like listening to the ocean as well. There's a little moon charm here too, so a little bit of confusion, putting the light on things. Right, putting a little spotlight on things. You see that little star here that represents some healing. So healing things that are kind of hidden in the dark. We have the hand charm as well. Interesting. We have 2 hands, but one is holding a crystal ball for intuition. And hi R, and this little hand here often reminds me of, what's the word? It's like looking for assistance, looking for help. Hi R. I'm trying a different spot today, and the spotlight charm, shining a light. Like I said, we're shining a little light here, trying to get some healing in. So healing our self-concept, our self-confidence. If you hear weird noises, I hope not. My kiddo is pretending the floor is lava, I guess. I don't know, but we're not worried about him today. So that's the charms and that's the runes. Let's get into the tarot cards and see what else we have here. Very interesting. So I'm pulling out my yes/no cards. If you have a yes/no question Oh wow, that's crazy. Interesting. Clearly a message was there for you. So these cards, you don't have to give me anything. You don't have to put your business in the chat. None of that, okay? I don't do that. I don't need to know your personal business. You think up your little yes, no question, and whatever I pull, that is your answer. It'll be right there, okay? That's all you gotta do. That's it. That's all you gotta do. I don't need any gifts or anything. You just stick it up. Pencil-like? Pencil-like. Well, I mean, I can see that. Pencils are like the most used type of implement for writing, so I could see that as being a very reliable and dependable person. Unless I was describing, like, the way you look. That's such a strange way to put it. Hi, hello. Hello, everybody who's joined in. Let's see. So, tell me what's going on with the collective right now and their transformation around being in the spotlight, having eyes on them. This healing of the self-concept. What's going on here? That's funny. It's goofy. I mean, I did say in the last live to not take things so serious, so maybe that has something to do with it. I just saw 444 as well, so like, yeah, being more stable in our connection with our self-concept. Interesting. Okay, so our first answer will be a no. The first answer is a no to whatever the yes-no question you just thought. If you thought one, the answer is no. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Lovely. The Knight of Cups in reverse, all around creative expression. But that's like unrequited love, illusion, escapism, lies, someone with a fragile sense of fragile sense of identity and poor personal boundaries. So, well, that's where we're currently at, right? If this is healing and transformation around self-concept, that would make sense. We're not quite sure who we are yet, and we're trying to fix it. And we may also have pretty poor boundaries. It would be kind of, the Knight of Cups is like the most romantic knight in the deck. They lead entirely with emotion. Beep. So this would be like not romanticizing your life, things being very, yeah, it just feels like there's no magic. There's no magic here. Using escapism in order to get like through things, faking it till you make it kind of deal. But like it's instead of it being fake it till you make it, where you're like trying to actually get the self-concept, we got too lost in the faking it part. You know? That's absolutely fine. That happens to everybody. We just get too lost in the sauce here. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the follows as well. Thank you. And thank you for being here with me so late at night. My fellow denizens of the dark. I keep trying to go live earlier and it just does not happen. So as I said before, I have my yes-no cards out. I don't answer them in the chat. You don't need to put anything in the chat. You don't need to give me anything. You just think your question right now. Have your question in your mind, right? Have your question in your mind right now. Don't put it in the chat. Don't give me anything. You don't need to put your business out there. That's your business, okay? Whatever I pull, that's your answer, okay? All right. Tell me more about what's going on with the collective. 7-11. Intuition, new beginnings, manifestation. Interesting. Good morning, friend. Tell me more. Definitely feeling this unrequited love, escapism, that type of thing. I have two cards here. Both of them are yeses. Both of them are yeses. Okay? So if you just had a yes-no question, if you just thought about anything, the answer is yes. So we have, and both of them are really big major arcana cards. So that's interesting. It says, the universe shows me that I can have faith in my dreams, right? Which I said we were looking for healing, so it's cool that the star came out. And my inner knowledge is my best guide in all. Okay? So specifically, if your yes-no question involved, like, do I need to go back with someone? Is that good for me? It would be use your discernment. And if they come in with a sincere apology and you really feel in your core that they are genuine, then go for it. Okay? Use your discernment always. Don't just listen with your ears, pay attention, okay? So, in regards to the whole collective reading, we have this wound around our self-confidence. Taboo. Perhaps we feel that people who are in the spotlight, who wish to be seen, who enjoy being seen by others, that makes us vain, right? Or like we're attention seeking or things of that nature. Like that type of thing would be that kind of core energy. Or perhaps we feel like we don't deserve that for some reason. We're missing something there. Well, we're currently in this energy of feeling like I need to pretend that I'm confident. I need to pretend that, but it's not working, right? This fake it till you make it isn't working. I still don't feel confident. I still don't feel worthy of the spotlight. But you are actually on the right path, because I had 2, 3, 4. So you're on the path, you're working through it, and you're currently just working, you have that strength part, so you're gonna have your back and forth on it, and just continuing to go forward. That is bringing your healing. You just have to keep listening to your intuition. Thank you for the follows, friends. Yeah, I would show you the full star card, but her bits and bobs are out and the internet has a problem with that, so. Let's see. I did just see a card flip over that said resilience, the 9 of Wands. So that tells me that we've been through the ringer. This wound may have come from other people. Good grief, okay? Somebody wanted to come out. The Ace of Cups in reversed, along with the 8 of Cups in reversed. Interesting. So a fear of moving on, refusal to let go, stagnation, clinging, indecision, accepting your lot. Accepting your lot. Sadness, pain, unrequited love, blocked or repressed emotions. Okay. All right, so you can see it right there. That's currently where we're at. That's wound. This right here is your sacral chakra. Ooh, interesting. We don't talk very well about ourselves either. The blockage here. So crown chakra, sacral chakra, wound in the self-confidence, and we use our own brain to continue the cycle. Yep. So every time that we would want to be in the spotlight, we kind of push it away. I'm not worthy of it. That's just my lot in life. I'm not worthy of it. Why? Who told you that? Who told you that? I'm wondering. Because like Leos are all about, they're the ultimate hype person. They're super self-confident, and when they're in their healed energy, they're very much like, they hype everybody around them. They're the ultimate person to have around you. They're the super cheerleader, right? That's a healed Leo. An unhealed Leo would be a diva. They like the bad kind of diva, like super egocentric, hogging the spotlight. Oh, okay. So that's kind of our wound here, is that we're afraid that if we're in the spotlight, it's going to turn into becoming super obsessed with it. Got it. But we want to be, right? There's this calling a little bit on being that, but we're also afraid that it might corrupt us in a way. Yes. There we go. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, and this could be from being bullied, or, just in general. We've got a lot of wounds here around that. We've been through it. And that's kind of why we have been perpetuating this I can't be in the spotlight. It could be from every time you've been in the spotlight, somebody around you would be like, oh, you think you're all this, you're all that. Typical. Typical. Oh, thank you for the share. Thank you for the follows and the likes. Seriously. It's always the night, folks, I swear. You show up at 3 a.m. and all the night peeps come out and they just are super awesome. I love it. I love my people. Yes. So yeah, definitely some just people kind of dimming the light here. They always do that. They always find the person that probably would be the best at being in the spotlight, and they always smush them down. Yes, you're right. Oh, that's right. It is the witching hour for me. That's funny. 311. New beginnings and manifestations around communication and collaboration. Interesting. Tell me more. Yeah. It's interesting because it's like slow moving too. Oh, the death card. That's funny. That's funny. If you had a yes/no question, this is your answer. All right? You guys do not have to put it in the chat. I don't need to know your business. You don't need to put that out there, okay? Please don't spam the chat. Your answer's right here, friend. You just asked it. I just pulled it. It's right there, okay? You don't got to put your personal business in the chat. You don't got to give me anything. You just think it. I pulled a card out while doing the collective, and that's your answer, okay? I'm willing to let go of a past version of myself. So yeah, we're currently on this journey of letting go of this specific viewpoint. It's like I listened for so long to people telling me that I couldn't be in the spotlight. I wasn't talented enough. I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't this. I wasn't that. I wasn't this. You know? Spiritual transformation. Yep, like I said, this is the house of transformation, the house of taboo, the house of karma, right? And the strength as well as urus. No, sorry. Strength and then evas, partnership. Strength and partnerships. Interesting. Endings, change, transition. Yeah. Stripping away the worthless matter. I love how that's worded. This little part right here, stripping away the worthless matter, we're doing that. Every time somebody has told us that you're not worthy of being in the spotlight, that's being erased. We're just erasing that because it's not important. It's not relevant. We don't need it in our lives. Why are they the king and the queen or the whatever of who gets to be in the spotlight? You know, the whole entertainment industry, they can make anybody famous. You don't have to fit a specific checklist. They can literally take anyone off of the street and turn them into an icon. It's not even hard. It's not even difficult. So anyone who told you you weren't this or that is a liar, frankly. They're a liar. Oh, that's the number 13 too. Yes. So as I said before, if you're just tuning in, when the yes knows, I don't like knowing your personal business. It's not for me. That's not my vibe. It's not my jam. You think the question, and as I pull for the collective, this will be your answer. Okay? As I pull for the collective, that will be your answer. That's just how it is, okay? You don't gotta give me anything. You don't gotta put your business in the chat. That's probably the last time I'm gonna say that. I'll be saying it all night. So, we have the 10 of Pentacles. The transition to this. That abundance. Yes, we're trying to get that self-confidence, to be in the spotlight, to feel better about ourselves. Abundance is more than just wealth, right? We have wealth in inheritance, stability, security, prosperity, success, comfort, abundance, long-term success, financial security, tradition, establishment, affluence. So it's like we're trying to bring that in, that stability, right? That stability, especially in our little root chakra. Yes, because it's a strong wound, you know, of culmination, a culmination of transition towards our self-confidence. I love it. I love to see it. Yeah. Because why? Why can't you be confident in yourself? I hate when people are like, they're so full of themselves. You should be. You should be full of yourselves. What do you mean? You're all you have. You're you. You're allowed to like yourself. You're allowed to feel yourself. What are you talking about? You can be humble and still like yourself. What are you talking about? You can still think you're pretty. You can still think you're funny. As long as you're not putting other people down in the process, there's nothing wrong with liking yourself. Why would you hate yourself? You're here from the day you're born until the day you die. You should, get along with yourself. It should be a fun ride, not a never-ending torment. Okay, we have 2 cards here. Looks like 9 of Pentacles in reversed and a 2 of Pentacles in reversed. So yeah, in the material realm, in our 3D experience, we lack independence. Yep. Lack of independence and stability and security, reckless spending, shady investments. But we don't feel like this. The Nine of Pentacles is the mini empress. She sits in her garden, surrounded by her abundance, listening to spirit with the little falcon here, knowing that everything will come to her in its own timing, right? Because everything's a slow little process. It's going to take its time with that snail. We don't feel like the mini empress. We're not super confident. We're not feeling very secure. We're not surrounded by everything that we consider to be comfort, stability, and we just don't feel like it. We actually feel rather overwhelmed. There's an imbalance, disorganized, overcommitment, missed opportunities, chaos, burnout. So yeah, juggling. I feel like my life's not together. I feel like I can't quite seize opportunities because every time they're presented, I bat them away because I feel unworthy of them. I feel like I don't deserve them. Like, why would you choose me? Why would you ask them that question? If you're being offered an opportunity to better your life, why would your first question be, but why me? What do you mean? What are you talking about? They offered you the opportunity. You are worthy of it. Don't let that be the first question you ask, you know? Because if they didn't feel you were worthy of it, they wouldn't be presenting it to you, you know? If it's like, oh yeah, I want to start a whole new career, right? Put my face out there, let people see me, but then you're afraid of being seen because you're like, who would want to look at me? Like most people would. People like to see people. They like to hear people. They like to see someone else's lived experience, you know? Thank you for the likes. Hi, Blondie. It's been a while. Yeah, like there's no reason. Why not you? Think of all the crazy people we see out there, like who are getting famous, who are being recognized, who have higher positions, those types of things. My question is, why not? What is so horribly wrong with you that you don't deserve to put yourself out there when you want to? What's wrong with you that you aren't allowed to have dreams? You know? Interesting. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this injury to their self-confidence. Without triggering them, putting them back through those really painful memories. I don't want to do that. It's like we don't speak up much anymore. We're very quiet now. I see the magician here, so actively manifesting. I have all the resources I need, inner and outer. So being creative, action, power, manifestation. So it's like trying to make it happen. Self-employment. We may want to start up our own thing, but we're afraid to. Yeah, having the gift of gab, directing your will. And then we also have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is emotional intelligence, right? Trust, wealth of knowledge, care. Yeah, all I'm seeing here is that you actually are good at what you're doing. But for some reason, you feel like you're selfish. With the Six of Pentacles in reversed. For some reason, we feel like wanting those things makes us selfish. Why? That's the root of the problem here, is that we feel like being in the spotlight, being confident in ourselves somehow makes us greedy or selfish. Yup. Yeah, like if I want these things, that means I'm greedy, selfish, that I'm chasing after the wrong things. Interesting. Tell me more, Spirit. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that undercurrent. Okay, yeah, because of things like being ostracized, being left out, probably being ganged up on by other people who are probably intimidated by you, honestly. Yep, I see 3, 2, 1. So there's a countdown here as well. A countdown in communication towards balance, towards that new beginning. There's a countdown happening. Thank you. Yes, shedding the old, letting go of people, possessions, or issues, generosity, sharing. Yeah, There's also the the scarcity mindset. So that a little bit of fear of poverty, right? So I do apologize for sniffles, by the way. I'm getting over a cold and it's cedar fever here. Medicine does not help me, so I might sniffle. I apologize. We are counting down to shedding the old. Look, it's in Leo. That's funny, because I pulled Leo up. Shedding the old, telling people off. The sun, too. Shining a light on things. That's literally the perfect combination, by the way. The Leo is the sun. So, seeing this, it's like letting go of the people who keep you small. Letting go of the ideas that keep you small. Yeah. Let's see. What else is happening here? Okay, yeah, like I said, we go through hardship. We've been, there have been people who have kind of perpetuated this feeling. Like I said, probably people who did not like seeing you, like your personality and all of that stuff, so they bullied you, really, kept you from being in the spotlight, made you feel like you couldn't put yourself out there, you couldn't be, like, just really just not doing good things for your self-confidence. So yeah, and it gets you in your head about it. Yeah. R. Yeah. 2 no's. Yeah, it's like it's feeling left out. Hardship and anxiety. That puts you in anxiety. Yeah, this constant fear and worry over I want to go do these things and accomplish my dreams and put myself out there, start my own business. But if I do that, that means that I'll be greedy. That means that I'll be selfish. That means that people will see me as vain or as attention seeking or whatever. And that's not you, friend. That's anxieties from other people who didn't, like, they felt threatened by what you were bringing to the table, and then stomped all over your life. 1, 2, 3. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Stacy. Yes, R, definitely. That'll work. Some oregano tea, eh? I'll give that a try after the live and see if that helps. Because, like, I've thrown everything I have at it and it's just not working. Ratata, yes. Although, if you mean, like, properly crowned as a ruler, I don't know. I don't really know about that one. But I believe that everybody is destined to be the main character of their life. It would not make sense to be here living your life if you weren't. Alright, I'll give that a try, for sure. Oh, and hello, who just said hey. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. I do see you guys in the comments. I try not to let that be super distracting from the reading, because you're here for your reading. Let's see. It's funny, your name is spelled exactly the same as my mom's, so it's just funny that you provide extra. She always tells me to drink teas like that, so that's just funny. So we have the 3 of Cups and the 2 of Swords as well. Yeah, friends. Interesting. Unity, collaboration, so strength around partnerships too. Yeah, shedding the old because they don't serve you and finding a new community here. Stalemate, truce, facing your fears, choices, crossroads. Avoidance. Yeah, okay. Conflict here because of friends. This would be like having friends who don't treat you well, who talk all kinds of crap around you and make you feel really small. Yeah, it's like the telling everybody in the memo to wear pink except for you, and then you show up in the wrong color and they all laugh at you. Ugh, ew. Gross energy. I don't like that. And that would impact your self-confidence, because of course they can't admit that they're bullying. Oh god, I've been here before. Boy, oh boy. I'm lighting another incense because I'm I'm not happy with that energy at all. No, thank you. I'm not going back to those days. No. Or the ones who tell you, you should wear your hair up. Yeah, gang hating for real. You should wear your hair up. You look so good with your hair up. Sounds like a compliment, but it's not. But we're not going to focus on that. That's not energy I want to tap into. But yeah, it's like trying to, at crossroads, do I take the leap or don't I? It's like I feel like I need to get rid of the things that are causing me to feel this way. But yeah, it's kind of like, are they? Is it just me thinking that? Am I being like, it would be back and forth. Am I like thinking, am I being paranoid, or are they actually hating? The answer is yes, they're actually hating, because there's no reason why you wouldn't be destined to be in the spotlight if that's something you really, really want. If you want to own your own business, if you want to be in the spotlight and it really calls to you, that destiny is for you, right? There's no reason why you shouldn't try. And anyone who's like, no, that wouldn't suit you at all, blah, 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 blah. No, you're not really this enough, that enough, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Get rid of that. You don't need to put your yes/no questions in the chat. As I pull for the collective, that will be your answer, whatever I pull, okay? Don't gotta give me nothing, don't gotta put your business out there. We don't need to know. It's your business, okay? Yes. And I saw 2929 a second ago, and that's 22, a master number for building. Oh, okay. Yeah. The Seven of Swords. So that's interesting that it came up sideways. If this is what you are looking for yes, no's, that's your answer. I apologize if that is not what you want to hear. We have it sideways though. Whenever I see cards sideways like this, horizontal, that tells me that's the current energy. That's currently what we're going through, right? It's either up or down. It's either like what we're currently doing or what is currently around us. So in the case of the Seven of Swords, oh, the Five of Swords, sorry. In the case of Five of Swords, it's conflict, betrayal, tension, dishonor, manipulation, victory at all cost. It's the Five of Swords, my apologies. Five of Swords. I don't know why I got Seven of Swords. That might be relevant here, since the Seven of Swords is like strategy, so manipulation does make sense here. Victory at all cost, bullying people so that they don't go after what they want. Hostility, resentment, unethical behavior. Oh Lord. Power struggle, bitterness, humiliation rituals. Hello, Danielle. Self-interest, aggression, isolation, revenge versus peaceful resolution, surrendering ego, moving on, compromise, ending conflict, forgiveness, remorse, regret, learning from mistakes. Hi. So currently that's where we're at. It's like, okay, do I take that at face value? Do I continue to deal with this? Or do I move on from it, head on out? Yeah, it's like I'm afraid to boot people. And you don't even have to boot people. Normally, I would never tell people to, well, no. You don't owe anybody an explanation. If it's a friend group that's doing this, you don't owe them an explanation. You can just head on out. You don't got to say anything. Nothing like that. If they are mean to you, they don't deserve a reason why you left. You can just quietly head on out and be a little ghosty. There's nothing wrong with that. Honestly. There's a lot of people, it's like, why would you, because they would just use it against you. No. Hello, friends. If you want a personal reading relating to any issues that you have that does not involve yes or no, I offer that at the link in my bio. Okay, friend? It's a link tree now, so everything I have up there is there. I don't have 1,000 followers, so it's not clickable, unfortunately. Not yet. We're getting there. But it is there. It's my coffee. I offer readings that can cover all of that, okay? I don't put your personal business on lives. It's your business. It does not deserve to be all over the internet, right? We all love our tea, but this is your life, and I don't feel comfortable putting it on the internet. If that's not for you and you're cool with it, you can find another reader, okay? That's fine with me. But if you want a yes, no, that's these cards right here. You don't have to put it in the chat. Like I said, your business is yours. It's not for me to know. It's not for anyone else to know. You think it, and as I pull for the collective, that will be your answer, whatever card I pull up, okay? All right, friend? That's for free $0, okay? Let's see. So yeah, trying to decide whether to let go of people who have just basically hurt your self-confidence and kind of perpetuated this thing. Thank you. It's like we are doing that transformation, though. We are trying to manifest it. All right, so if you had a yes, no question, your answer is no. All right, this is collective, yes. Thank you, Amanda. Your answer is no. If that's not what you want to hear, I'm sorry, but that's what it is. We have seduction, lies, strictness, disorganization, prudish, moralistic people who try to impose their values on others. Could be a fire sign. I always get mad when I see this because I'm a fire sign. At least we're not all our sun signs, but that's another video another time. But when I see this, it really makes me think of unhealed Leos, unhealed Sagittarius, unhealed Aries energy of people in the friend group, of people around you that are childish, they're rude, they try to force their ideas down your throat, they would be the ones to tell you that you look better with your hair up because they don't like your hair, right? Or they would be the ones who do the Regina George mean girl kind of stuff. It's annoying and it makes me mad because it makes all fire signs look really bad. But whoever this is, they're the type, you know who it is. Yeah, control you. Very manipulative, very much giving like, oh my God, that skirt is so cute. Where'd you get it? And then they go, that was the ugliest skirt I've ever seen. You're like, wow, you are a smarmy person, aren't you? You look pretty on the outside, but you are ugly on the inside. Yeah, it's giving mean girls. And they don't have to be women, okay? I'm getting a lot of women just because queens come out, but it doesn't have to be. You know who it is. It's someone who's very much manipulative. They would be the charming type. They're very much in their diva phase and not the fun kind of diva. Yeah. I hate that. But like I said, we're trying to decide whether or not we just move on from it. Because it's probably people that you've like been around for a while. They're probably fun when they're not being jerks. It's a good movie. It really is. It's a good movie. Yeah, it's like, do you stay and become the next Regina or do you just move on? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Do I stay and try to get vengeance? Ooh. Do I want to be petty? No. Now, don't get me wrong. I love petty, right? I do. But like at some point, you become the drama. Oh boy. Tell me more. We'll do 3 more and then I'll move into why you need to hear this because I'm pretty sure I've got this. I've connected. Yep, exactly. Like it's, yeah. So we have the 4 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the 5 of Wands, of course. Yeah, apathy. Apathy here. Yeah, we are collective. So we have apathy. Not happy with things, right? If you had a yes, no question, holy cow, it's 2 yeses. 2 yeses here. We do have 1 no, so it could be a strong yes, but use your discernment, right? It came out as a pair of 3s, so that would be kind of, it's a strong yes, but pay attention. If it relates to contract signing things, read it over a few more times, okay? If it involves any conflict at all, it's a no, basically. So we have, for the collective part, 4 of Cups. We're not happy with it. We're kind of over it. Regret refusing offers. Every time a new opportunity is presented, we're refusing it because now we're afraid to be in the spotlight from all this nonsense. Depression, boredom, frustration. And then we have the Queen of Cups as well. And the Queen of Cups is super nurturing, right? They're very nurturing. They're very empathetic. Yeah. Deep feeling, empathy, like I said, someone who, like, very kind, leads with their heart, very much leading with their heart, and super creative. So that's why they're picking on you, because you're awesome. What the heck? Look at who has the biggest stick. Every time I see this card, I think of who has the biggest stick, right? Another Leo. I know exactly who this is for one of my clients, and it makes me mad whenever I see them show back up in my readings, because I'm like, leave them alone. Leave them alone. I will put you in a freezer. But like, competition, fighting, arguments, disagreements, struggle, egos, yeah. That's what it's like. Yeah, especially around talking, expression, right? Yeah, it's like you're not even competing. You're showing up, you're like trying to, this is giving the person in the friend group who's genuinely happy for everyone and everyone else is mad about it. Like, why are you so bitty all the time? I don't know, maybe because I like people? What the heck? You should try it sometime. You should try having a heart. But, you know. Okay, so we have our what. Let's get into our why. Yeah. And I'm feeling the soul tarot. Beautiful roses. So let's get into why you need to hear this today, because I'm pretty sure you're very much aware that you're being disrespected. But let's see why. I have a feeling it's because we're trying to make that choice and we're not quite sure yet. It's giving, am I just reading too much into things, or do they actually not like me? The answer is they don't like you. That's just for free. That's just for free from experience. They don't like you. I was bullied a lot in school. A lot. Did you know that even if you don't really talk to people much, they'll still find a way to bully you? But yeah, that's kind of what we're getting. It's giving. Am I? Because I used to think the same thing. Is it just me, or am I reading too much into it, or do they not like me? 9 times out of 10, they did not like me. I don't know why. I didn't do anything. So why do they need to hear this at this time, Spirit? You're welcome. Yeah, and I'll be the big sis or the auntie or whatever friend, whatever I am to you. I'll be the one to tell you, no, they don't like you. If they're bringing you down, they don't like you, and they should be booted right out the door and put in the dumpster. Yes. Who is that? 4 of Wands. Yeah. Because it's not a very fun time. It's not very stable. We don't like it. It's rocking our sense of stability. It's rocking our own foundation. Yep. Absolutely correct. Yeah, this it makes sense why it would shake up your foundation, because then you start gaslighting yourself and you start going, am I really this? You know, it's like 1 second you're like, what is their problem? And then there's the other side that's like, is it me though? You know? Really? Well, thank you. I am not, but that's beautiful. I love that for me. I am not in my late 20s, but I'm glad that it's giving that. Let's see. What else, Spirit, on why they need to hear this at this time? Sideways. Of the Queen of Cups, because we're going back and forth. So we had the Queen of Cups here currently, this kind, empathetic person. The reverse of that is someone who overgives. Someone who gives too many chances. Gullibility. Those who sacrifice themselves unnecessarily for others. Fickleness, vanity. But I'm getting more the, thank you. And you can thank my mama, because I sure as heck have not been helping. It's giving, so like, this goes from giving people too many chances. Maybe you know exactly why they're acting that way, or maybe they're having a bad time, and so you give them excuses for their behavior. Stop it. Stop doing that. They're choosing to be disrespectful. Stop giving them excuses. I know I called y'all out because I did the same stuff. Stop it. I love y'all, but no. I'll get the water bottle. Spritz, spritz. No. I just did the effects. Lord. Yep, and there's the Ace of Wands. Sideways again. Overgiving. And then we lose our spark. We lose our motivation. We lose our desire. We lose our motivation. I'm talking too fast. That's how you know that you're channeling, because the words are falling all over the place. But yeah, this directly correlates with this. When we're in our mood, when we start getting into our feelings, when we start overgiving, we get into this. We have no motivation for anything. Hello. We have no motivation for anything. We have no spark or desire for our creativity because it's like, I don't deserve it, you know? When we're upright though, the Queen of Cups is the creative queen. She's all in her feelings. She's very artistic, very creative, brings so many things to life, very kind, has tons of this. She's not quite the Queen of Wands, but don't let that fool you. She's operating from a different space, you know? So both of those are sideways. So that tells me it's an either or. That's our current energy. We're trying to, yeah, it's the, I've been overgiving. I don't know if I want to let go. I don't know if I want to cut it because I don't want to be the bad guy. You're not the bad guy. The ones bullying you are the bad guys. Because they're taking their internal hurts and they're throwing it onto you. They're not choosing themselves. They're choosing to repeat the cycle of hurt. Whereas you're doing a different thing and it's triggering their inner, like, how can you still be so nice when bad stuff happens to you? That bothers me because I can't do the same thing and now I have to take it out on someone else. And I call it bleeding all over people, right? Because it's like you have wounds. So you're like, I don't know, maybe you should just try. Man, let them be alone then. Let them go be stinky over there by themselves. Every time I see this Leo, I'm reminded of my client. They know who they are, and it makes me mad. Because it's the same old song and dance. I'm a sad boy, sad girl type. No one loves me. I've been disrespected, but I am a total bitch to everybody. So go be one over there. Stay out of my energy. Don't give them your kindness. They don't deserve it. So we have the King of Cups. Yeah. Big, very much in our feels. The King of Cups is someone who, yeah, it's someone who drowns in their emotions. And it's funny because we're also the Queen of Cups. So both of our masculine and feminine sides are in the same area in our emotions, in our creativity. And because we're sideways here, it's contributing to drowning in their emotions. Right? So all of our thoughts go there. All of our motivation, the masculine side is the ambitious go-getter side of ourselves, and the feminine is the creative, nurturing side, right? We all have it, okay? When we're here, when we overgive, we don't have the motivation, it makes us depressed. When they're both upright, we're able to keep our head above our emotions. We're able to operate from a space of empathy, kindness, creativity, and just harmonizing in order to bring beautiful things into the world. So right now, our Queen of Cups is imbalanced, which has thrown our King of Cups into chaos, into drowning in the ocean of our own emotions. And because of conflict, Five of Wands, there it is again. Because of conflict, the people you're dealing with could also be very moody types. Whenever they're having a bad day, it's your problem all of a sudden. Because you're responsible for everything, apparently. Goodness. Why else, Spirit? Why else do they need to know this at this time? Yeah, it's like this conflict, this nonsense is directly affecting your emotions. And yeah, it doesn't need to be. That's why you're going back and forth, because you're giving your kindness to people who don't deserve it. Being kind, so here's the thing, we're trying to be nice. Don't be nice, be kind. Kind is the type that protects themselves too. They're part of the equation. They remember that they are part of the equation. Kind is the one who says, you're disrespecting me and I need you to either stop or move on. Kind doesn't mind being the villain. It's giving, yeah, the song I got earlier, Control-Alt-Delete. Go listen to it. You come at me sideways, you start acting a type of way, you start telling me all the reasons why, like, I'm the problem here, why I'm bad, why I'm not this, why I'm not that. I'm gonna need you to take your energy and leave. Yeah, exactly. They're not, like, the longer you let them, the more they'll do it, because they can get away with it. You're allowing it to happen, so they're gonna keep doing it. It's when you start being kind to yourself and protecting yourself and saying, yo, because kindness is also calling people out on their bullshit and letting them know that they're bleeding out all over everybody, you know? And if they don't want to take it, okay, that's their problem. That's a problem for them to face at some point. Because at some point, they're going to do it to the wrong person, and that person's going to be just as in their shadow element, and they're going to throw hands, and they're just going to have to deal. Yeah. For real, though. It's not your job to make everyone like you. It's not your job to, like, it's beautiful to want to bring people along. Yeah, like, it's fine to want to help people, but it's not your job, okay? They have to realize that on their own. They have to realize that they're the drama. You can tell them all you like, but the only way for them to learn that they're the drama is for you to leave, you know? And then they have to recognize that they're the problem. Like I said, don't be nice. Nice is just society's way of telling you to allow yourself to be used. Be kind. Kind opens their mouth and tells people where they've got you messed up, all right? Because kind also takes accountability into the equation. Jeez. Same here, Amanda. It's the empath narcissist toxic loop. Yeah, for real. Also, please take care of yourself. If you are bleeding, please tend to that. Let's see, what else? That's like move in silence. I say this damn near every live. Stop telling people your business. Stop. Every time I get this little pause, every time I get this moment of like very quiet, no card comes out, that's a sign to stop telling people your business. All right? Because that's when they are able to go in and be like, you shouldn't do that. And then you get the self-doubt in your head, and then you don't do the thing. Stop listening to them. Don't tell them your business. Go do the thing. You'll be surprised what you're capable of when someone doesn't tell you shouldn't do it. The Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're not going after your wishes. This conflict directly interferes with you going after your wish. I did see that question in there, friend. I've already put my yes/no cards away. But since you didn't know that when you came in, Nine of Cups reversed means no. Okay? I generally don't do that. Tarot's way more maybe coded, but I'm gonna give that to you today. Good, you better heal yourself, R. Don't be silly. Let's see. Yeah, Three of Pentacles. Interesting. And I see my voice is leaving the building. We're not going after our wishes. Because we're working with people who are constantly thinking negative stuff. You're welcome, Amanda. They're constantly bringing everything down. Yeah, they're like, oh, it'll never work out. You can't do that. You can't do this, making you feel like you're unable to do things. Stop working with them. Stop it. And my voice is giving out, but that doesn't matter. That just means someone doesn't want me to say it. Yeah. Which means we don't do the new beginning. Oh boy. I mean, like I said, they plant that little sprinkling of doubt in, and that causes you to gaslight yourself. You go, well, okay, I just won't do it then. Sometimes it's not even actively malicious, although in this case it is, but there are people who are just trying their best to give what they think is well-intentioned advice, and they'll be like, oh, that might be really hard for you to do, that niche is oversaturated. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's their reality, that's how they operate. Everything's oversaturated, everything's gonna be difficult, okay? Choose your hard. Choose your hard. But like, they'll give that advice and they'll be actively trying to help give advice and not realizing that they're causing damage in the long run, okay? So like, you know who's doing it like because they don't like you for real, and who's doing it because they're following the same cycle as everybody else. Yes, exactly. Follow passion's lead. You got it. Let's see. Yeah, stop telling them your business. They can't stop it if they don't know what you're doing. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Yeah, not following your dreams from childhood. Not following your inner child. This ties into yesterday's reading. Not following the inner child. And then we feel like something in our life is missing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, oh, I want to sing, and then the people around you are like, oh, you're not really pretty enough to be a singer. Why does that matter? Why does that matter? Hollywood can literally make anybody look attractive, and so can money. Let's be for real. If you have a lot of money, there will be people looking to take your money, and they won't care if you're a 2. You're absolutely right, Amanda. Page of Swords. Ah. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is like starting things new. It could also be people watching. People watching. They're always watching, but we're stronger than that. Don't you give up, friend. They'll keep trying, but you're strong. What you mean? They're always going to try. There's always going to be someone that's going to try to wreck it, okay? That's just the way it is. There will always be people who see you shining and they will try to dim your light, that crab in the bucket. You keep going. Because if you give up, right, that means that you choose to be sad. You've made your choice. You choose to suffer. Thank you, Alex. 5 of Swords. Yeah. No, they really can't. 5 of Swords, more of that energy. It was up here just a second ago and I lost it. Where'd it go? They're hiding from me. Yeah, that sideways. That upright. That conflict. Manipulation. Yeah, they'll keep trying to manipulate. If you give up, then they win. Because that's the whole point. That's what they want. They're stronger than that. They already know that. That's why they're trying to break you down to where you give up. Gosh. And it's like, why? If you put all that energy that you're putting into stopping me into yourself, you wouldn't even be complaining. That's actually right, yes. Okay, you two are. Thanks for popping in. We have the 3 of Cups. Friends, again, I'm telling you. Friends. Friends. And take care of your ouchies, your wounds. Sorry, I'm a parent. My mom language popped out. But take care of your wounds, okay? Yep, conflict amongst friends. Ugh. Oh, that's so frustrating. I'm not doing yes no's at this time. I've already put my yes no cards away. Thank you, Amanda. You are amazing. Yep. Yeah, that song, No New Friends, No New Friends. That's right, no new friends. Not until I've gotten this figured out, and then I can stand on business. But like, no, let me keep my opinion to myself real quick. No, that's a message. Try not to isolate yourself. It's fine to be in the no new friends corner for a little bit, okay? But not everybody is out to get you. Not everyone's out for that. There's billions of people in the world. You haven't met all the people who are going to love you yet. And just because we have a small group of people, comparatively to the billions of people on the planet who have come at you sideways, doesn't mean everyone will, right? Because if that was the case, you would be that way. But you're not. Which means there are other people that are not. It's just a matter of finding them. Building your discernment, your capability of seeing people for who they are, recognizing when they're doing the same behavioral patterns of the last people, and leaving earlier. Oh, you're welcome, Amanda. I do post summarized videos at the end of my lives on my TikTok. I also post over on YouTube. You can check that out later if you want to for the oracle advice and all of that. That's up to you. If not, no worries. Thank you for popping in, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your night, friend. Tell me more. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I hope it gets better from here. No, it will. I'm not gonna hope, because it will get better, okay? It will get better. It'll just take a little time. Aw, thanks. It'll just take a little time. We'll do 3 more, and then I'll move on to the next part. Because the next part is like, what do I even do about it? 14 is here. Temperance, balancing. So yeah, balancing the feminine and masculine energies, balancing that stuff. Oh, 2 came out. The Tower reversed and the Devil. Interesting. Yeah, it's like right where I said we were trying to decide whether or not we let these people go. That is legitimately refusing to let the Tower break down. Right? Letting the people go, letting the ones who contribute to this thought process is what will change all of it. And even if it's someone who has to be in your life due to like custody and stuff like that, when you stop listening to their words in your voice, when you stop taking what their opinions are, the words that they said to heart and letting it replay in your own head, when you let that tower fall, that belief system of you ain't shit even though you are, that's when we get rid of this self-sabotaging energy, this shadow side behavior, right? This constant bullying of ourselves. We need to get rid of it. We're not letting that tower fall, okay? We're refusing. Yep, because the devil's all about self-sabotage, especially when it relates to ourselves. It relates to addictions, vices, the shadow side, you know, self-sabotage, those types of things, especially paired with the Tower reversed. It's like when you're around people who treat you like that and you continue to interact with them and cement what they say into your being, it's like you're continuing to perpetuate your own suffering. You know what I mean? So you got to let that crumble. Go no contact, stop listening to them. Like, don't even like make the steps to erase that notion from your brain. And it's not an easy process, right? But what comes after the Tower? The star. Always. You always rise from the ashes. And then you don't have to suffer anymore. At least not from this mess, because you're not accepting it anymore. New starts. And boy, oh boy, will it be way more peaceful. Because then you'll like yourself. And honestly, half of life sucking is because you also are your own bully. Once you stop bullying yourself along with everybody else, your life becomes way more peaceful, and it doesn't, like, when obstacles come along, it's not as hard to handle them, because at least you've got your back, you know? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate y'all. One more and I'll move on. Yeah. 2 of Wands. Yes, make the plans. Make the plans. Whatever you're wanting to do, however you're wanting to be in the spotlight, if you're trying to start a new business, if you're trying to be here, putting your face all over the screen, make the plans. Do it. Do it. Do it. Especially in the realm of the material. If it's new business ventures, go do it. You deserve it. You should. People want to see your pretty face. Okay, so now that we have what's going on and why you need to hear it, let's get into what you even need to do about it, right? Because I can tell you the what and I can tell you the why, but like, what do we do with it? You know? Let's see. I'm feeling the mythos. Yeah, putting yourself in a box all around your self-confidence. Come out of the box. Come out. And you'll find you're far more beautiful than you think you are. Handsome, whatever. You're far more gorgeous than you think you are. Alright? And just so you know, this is a tarot for deities, gods and goddesses. That's you, friend. Okay? Don't let some idiots make you forget that you are a god or a goddess. Okay? Don't let them ever make you forget that. All right, shuffle that up. What do they even need to do about it, Spirit? Tell me straight and tell me true. 3 cards. More of that 3. Someone here could work with Archangel Michael. Don't have to. There's that 2 of Wands again. Make the plans. Make the plans. Whatever has your heart ablaze, whatever calls to you, whatever you're motivated to do, make the plans. And stand on business. With Circe here, the Queen of Swords. Oh, that's my favorite card. This is what I mean by kind, this energy. The Queen of Swords is someone who is honest, who is very truthful. They know, they are the type of person who's kind, right? They're very honest. They tell it like it is without eviscerating your will to live. And they will clap back if you step wrong. Okay? If you come in and you start acting stupid, they're going to let you know that you're being stupid. And the 2 of Pentacles. So rewriting that imbalance that we had over here. Where was it? There you are. Multitasking, juggling, priorities, choices, trade-offs, ups and downs, skillful handling, oscillation, stability amidst change, and time management. So they're letting you know to get your priorities in order. Okay? We don't need to worry about what somebody else said, because why does it matter? They need to worry about their meat suit, all right? You worry about yours. Are they paying your bills? Then why do they matter? And even if they are paying your bills, they're not in your body piloting your meat suit, so why does it matter? Nyx. Yes, there she is. The deity of the night sky. I would love to see her pop out, because she's the star card in this deck. Gorgeous. The embodiment of... People are often afraid of the dark, but why would you be? Nyx is there. She's all the gentle and most beautiful parts of the night. Hello? Hi. And there's the Hierophant. Ooh, I love this. So the Hierophant is usually in tarot following the rules, traditions, the status quo, contracts, authority figures, religion, that type of thing. In this deck, it's Dionysus. It is legitimately the opposite meaning. So what they're saying is, go against the status quo, be a little rebellious. Be rebellious. If they're telling you that you can't be in the spotlight, you can't own a business, you can't this, you can't that, like for whatever reason you can't shine your light, they're telling you to rebel. Be a rebel. Rebellion. Mutiny. Take over the ship. Why are they driving your ship? Look at me. I'm the captain now. That type of thing, right? Chaos. Yes, let go of the fears and the anxieties. This is the god of nightmares. Let go of the fears and the anxieties, the constant negative think. Don't let their voices, right? Don't let their words play in your voice in your head. All right? Hello. And we have the King of Wands with Cronus. Yes, the King of Wands. The King of Wands. If they're giving you weird energy, the answer is no. You don't need cards for that. A person who wants you makes it known. They don't leave you guessing, just straight up. If you have to ask, the answer is no. Yeah, we had the Queen of Wands up here. So this masculine energy, right, that they want you to tap into, because we have the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. Earlier we were in our Queen of Cups and King of Cups in the reverse. So they're saying, no, we need to get on our boundaries. We need to show up with our, boundaries strong. The Queen of Swords is not afraid to cut people off for any reason, really. Not at all. She's not afraid to go no contact and stand on it, okay? The King of Wands, though, is the leader who motivates people. He goes after his passion. He just goes and does, right? He's all motivation. He's all drive. He's all fire. He's all passion. That's what he does. So, same energy. That's what they want you to do. They want you to put away this, right? They want you to rebel, put away the words that are making you feel that way, and they want you to go your own way. Because you have a crown on, why are you listening to someone who doesn't have a crown on? If they aren't one of your advisors and they don't have a crown on, why are you listening? It's just noise. Because all they're doing, if they don't have the crown on, they don't like that you have one on and are trying to take yours. Doesn't mean that they're beneath you, but they're trying to take your crown. They need to mind their business and put their crown on that they dropped along the way. Just straight up. What else do they need to do about it, Spirit? Oh, a sideways card. I love this deity. He's the best. The shadow work one. He's the one who is all about dreams. He's sideways, right? But I'm going to give him his moment. The Knight of Cups. Remember how I said we were currently in our reversed Knight of Cups? How I said we were here? The Knight of Cups is the most romantic card in the deck. He's all about what you want wants you. Follow your dreams, romanticizing your life, right? That's what he's there for. Taking action, following your heart. An amiable, intelligent person full of new ideas and proposals. This is you, friend. We're in this transition energy of being horizontal. Not quite there yet. But you see how he's moving forward with his eyes closed? Yet he is following his intuition. He follows his dreams. They're guiding him along the way, and he's transforming at the same time with the butterfly. That's where they need you to be. It's time to follow your heart and not listen to people telling you that you can't follow your dreams because of XYZ. Yeah, especially if they don't want you to put your face out there. Why not? Why? Oh boy. I already put my yes/no cards away, but as someone who does practice, I'm going to let you know that that's probably a no. Curses and hexes take a lot of energy to even do, and usually there's a throwback. So if they were, it would take so much time, effort, and energy and isn't really worth it in the end. Okay, so the only way for it to take effect is if you believe it's happening as well. So it's not even worth the time and the effort. But yeah, the answer is probably no. And tap into your youth. Tap into your creative ideas, okay? Tap into your inner child. Listen to your inner child. If you listen to your inner child, you age backwards. You follow your dreams, your heart becomes young, your soul becomes young, well, younger. You don't feel as stressed, you don't feel as broken. Yeah, they want you to follow your passion, follow your inner youth. Do it. You see all these butterflies? All that transformation, that's the transformation. It's so crazy because like when you start following your inner child, that's when people get that glow up effect because you're actually happy. You're no longer listening to everyone else. You're listening to yourself, to your core. And the peace that you get into is unmatched. You become closer to source. You start listening to yourself. You start liking yourself. And then life isn't as hard anymore. You know, any obstacles that come your way become easier to handle because at least you're not bullying yourself along the way, you know, and you're no longer sitting around people who talk down on you and put that energy into your life and make you feel a type of way about yourself. Now you're just operating on, oh, there's an issue, I should solve it, you know, and you feel confident in yourself now. I can handle it. Another sideways. The Nine of Cups towards your wishes. That's the journey. In order to start following your dreams in your heart, you're going to have to get into your inner child healing. Tap into your creativity, tap into that innocence, right? Don't let them take that from you. Don't let the people who bully you and tell you that you are not enough, that you can't put your face out there, that you can't go after what you want. Don't let them deprive you of this. And if you do lose it along the way, just know you can always come back to it, okay? Just because we don't have that spark in our eyes anymore doesn't mean it can't return. Okay? Follow passion's lead always. Even if it seems crazy, even if it seems unhinged, even if it seems like, even if it seems scary, follow it anyway. You're like, there's no way it'll work. Why? It could. The universe is limitless. Why wouldn't it work? There are people out there being paid to exist. Why not you? You know? Why not you? Because somebody who's not even successful themselves tells you that you're not. Why are you listening to them? Yeah. Get that spark back. This will bring your spark back, okay? That motivation, that fire, because you're no longer listening to other people who aren't even successful. Their lives are dumpster fires, telling you you can't be successful. It's like, you don't even, why are you giving me advice on how to be confident if you're not confident, you know? And the Three of Pentacles, yeah, don't work with those people. Don't work with the people who try to tell you how to live your life, especially if you didn't even ask. Especially if you didn't even ask. If I didn't ask you for advice, why are you giving me advice? If I didn't come here looking for advice from you, why are you telling me how to live your life, how to live my own life? What else, Spirit? What else do they need to do about this? Someone could have a stomach ache right now. Yeah. And stop betraying yourself with your own memories. Okay? This is letting go of the betrayal from the past. Remember how I said swords are thoughts and words using our own mind? You don't need to relive those memories. You can let them go. You can move on. You can move on. Yeah. That'll get us out of this. That'll get us out of this self-sabotaging energy, okay? Out of that constant push and pull between our own shadow. Because every time we think back on what people did, how they hurt us, that puts us back in the past. And when we live in the past, we're unable to pay attention to the present in order to make the moves to make the future we desire. Hello, friends. I've already put away my yes/no cards, so I will not be answering any of those at this time. Thank you for the likes. I really appreciate it. I do apologize. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, that will give you the ability to work hard on the dreams that you actually want, because we're no longer sabotaging ourselves. You know, we're no longer ruminating on what people said to us in the past. Yeah, beautiful. We're no longer ruminating on it, and that helps us to pay attention in the present in order to make the moves to get to our dreams, to our future. Yeah. Despite any envy or any jealousy that may come your way. Because it will. It always will. There will always be somebody. There will always be somebody who is looking at you, shining, doing your own thing, and they will have something to say. They will always have something to say. They will always get jealous. They will always be bitter. They will come up and they will try to throw a wrench in it. Don't worry about it. That's not for you. You keep on shining. You keep on doing what you need to. You keep on putting your work towards your dreams and let it handle itself. Okay? I've already put my yes/no cards away. I'm not answering those at this time, but thank you. I appreciate you coming in here and asking anyway. So let's see. And there's that sideways again for the Knight of Coins. Yep, like I said, that dependable work, working hard and not worrying about the people or obstacles that come in. Because if you continue to put that consistent effort, that discipline, no worries, you don't need to apologize. You have a beautiful night, okay? When you continue to put in that work and that discipline, despite it all, because you already know what's for you, you're not even worried about that, it's gone now, you're able to achieve success. Because the Knight of Pentacles always succeeds. As long as he's upright, he will always succeed, right? Every time, because he always puts in the slow, consistent effort. He doesn't worry about the people that come in with their words and they're trying to put thoughts in your head about why you don't deserve happiness. Because like I said, who are you and why do you get to say what I do and don't deserve? I see the Six of Swords here in the reverse, which is interesting because normally that means not leaving something. But I want to know why they're saying that. So let me clarify. Spirit, can you clarify the Six of Swords in the reverse, please? What do you mean by that? Because I doubt you're telling them not to leave it behind. So clarify that for me. Thank you. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, you continue to put, that's so funny. You continue to put that work and that effort in and not worry about the naysayers, and you will never have to worry about leaving behind the Nine of Pentacles. You see how he's good where he's at? He's good where he's at. He's got his abundance. He's got all he needs right there. And he's not even worried about the people handing him coins. Their little shiny offers, whatever they got to say, their little penny for your thoughts. That's what I just heard. He's not worried about it because he's good where he's at. You won't have to leave it behind because you're already putting in your effort, your goals. Last two on what they need to do about it at this time. You'll never have to leave. You'll be good where you're at. Another transitionary card. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. That's interesting. The Queen of Pentacles sideways. Yeah, it's like when you don't listen to the people trying to throw wrenches in and you put in that consistent work and you leave behind that self-sabotaging behavior that takes you from being frazzled, overworked, overstressed, never quite in your finances, never really feeling like this beautiful, beautiful person that she is surrounded by her lions, right? Don't If he's gone, let him be gone. Okay, you deserve better. Period. Okay, that's for free. It gets you out of this energy, right? We don't want to be here. That's where the conflict and all that takes us. We want to be here. The Queen of Pentacles upright she's the ultimate, I always say like working parent, but like in the best way possible, 1, 2, 3. Because she's on top of things, she's able to provide for herself, for her family. She keeps the house a home. She looks good while doing it. Like she's stable as well. She's also very grounded, very practical, that type of thing. That's what I mean. When we're not listening to other people, we're perfectly capable of wearing our crown and moving just like that. We are perfectly fine where we're at. We don't need to be worried about these people. Okay? We really don't. That's that little transition here, right? Welcome back, R. Consistent effort. And that will, consistent effort of not leaving behind that 9 of Pentacles. And you get to your Queen of Pentacles. I don't know, R. Sometimes I see you in almost every one of my lives, and like I'm so grateful for that. But I'm also like, okay. If it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, you don't gotta be here. But I really appreciate you being here. Yes! And let it inspire you. Let it inspire you. It's okay to, like that. Like, look at her. She's in front of the stage. It looks like she's in front of a mic, doesn't it? She's in front of the stage. She's gorgeous. She's showing off. She's got that sun there, the sun, the Leo, popping off. The optimism with the sunflowers down here. Let it shine. I'm telling you. And there's that King of Swords popping up at the end, that balancing. I love it. I love it. The King and Queen of Swords pop out. The ultimate on business, stand on, like, yes. Let it shine. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Okay. I love that. So, I'm being called to go into my advice oracle cards. I have a bunch of them over here. I'm feeling the spirit animal deck here. So, before I pop into the oracle advice cards, though, I like to put a summarized video of the live I've done thus far for anyone who couldn't make it. And that just requires me to do a little recap here. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to lift a finger. I just go over it. Just a little bit of patience. And once I'm done with that, we go straight into the advice oracle, and I release you into the wilds of the night or whenever you're watching. So just bear with me for a moment, and I will get right into it. Thank you. So that's the recap for today. I want to get into the oracle advice cards for you guys, and then I will release you to the wilds. Yes. But yes, it's very important. It really, really is, to remember that no matter what anybody says, doesn't matter who they are, you're the person in your meat suit. You pilot it. You decide where it goes. If half the time, if the people who bully you or try to stop you or put all their opinions into your life, if they're so concerned with your life, and if they spent less time putting so much energy into your life and put it into theirs, they would have nothing to complain about, because they would be doing the things they want and bringing themselves their happiness. You know? It always drives me crazy. So I'm like, what are you doing? All that hater energy you're putting towards someone else, you could be putting towards your own life, and then you would actually be where you want to be. Instead of hating your life, you would actually be where you want to be. And we wouldn't need to be having this conversation. Spirit, let's ease their fears, soothe their anxieties, and bring them some clarity. Anybody who watches my live, anyone here right now, anyone who shows up in a video later, let this advice, let them leave feeling less burdened, take the weight off of them, and help them to proceed forward with the guidance that they need to walk their path with clarity. Yes. Some advice for my collective here today. Closing advice for my collective. And 11. Yep, I told y'all. That'll bring you your justice too. Because you'll be free. You'll be free from their nonsense. Wolf spirit. Turn knowledge into wisdom. As you walk forward, like I said earlier, just because you have people who tell you nonsense, who make you feel a type of way, who make you feel like you're not enough and that you can't go after what you want, just because you had those experiences, does not mean that's every single person. Because if it was, you would be that way too. And if you're not, that means other people are not. So take what you've learned and apply it. That'll help you to pay attention. You'll notice when you meet new people that there are people who will respect your boundaries, right? You'll be able to clock when people are speaking to you the wrong way, and you'll be able to leave faster, right? Turn that knowledge into wisdom as you walk forward. Yes. It will help you. Every time that self-doubt comes in, every time you have a moment where you're like, oh, maybe I should talk to them again, maybe I should get their opinion on something, remember, you're the main character of your own life. Okay? You're the main character. You already went through the lesson. Remember the lesson. Any more closing advice, Spirit? 444. Someone here could work with Hermes. If not, that's just a call that will bring you your stability and your security, because you'll now be standing on business. You will now be strong enough to, and wise enough to know who and who is not for you, because you'll be secure within yourself. Oh, work with Hermes. Sorry, Hermes. He's a deity, a messenger god. His number is 444. That's why I brought it up. It's also the one of I believe Archangel Raphael. Yeah, I believe so. But that's just confirmation for whoever needs it. Any more advice? I'm still getting the feeling of not telling people your business. So again, not sharing your business so much, especially if they come at you sideways. So like I said, it's good to be kind, it's good to be empathetic, but when you notice people acting weird, pull your energy back. Don't give so much. And that doesn't make you evil or a bad guy, okay? Yeah, trust me, I've been there, I've done that. So like, I can tell you from experience, once you start doing that, it's gonna be hard at first because you're gonna feel weird, but like, oh man, you get so much more done. Because you don't have people telling you, oh, you can't do that. I didn't ask for your opinion. Let's see. That, and they won't try to ruin it, really. Because you'll know who to tell it to. You know exactly who you will need to tell it to. When you get to the point where you can tell who's actually for you, you go celebrate with those people. You tell them all your plans. You tell them you have fun with them. You don't worry about the ones telling you, you can't do that. 9 with the brown bear spirit. Take time out. A pause is needed. We may not feel like we can pause. Like I said, call back your energy, pause. You don't have to, we're worrying about cutting people off. You may not have to do it so drastically. Just take a moment. If you really want to know if they like you or not, if they're for you, pause. Pull your energy back a little bit. Stop telling them all your business and see what happens. Okay? See what happens. Don't give them so much. Stop giving them all your time, effort, and energy. Yeah, this especially applies to people who, like, if it's not friends, it's family, or it's like your baby mama, baby daddy, and you have to interact with them, co-workers or whatever. Pull back. You don't gotta, just because you guys are still in a contract or whatever, doesn't mean that they are entitled to all of you. They don't need to know what you're doing and when, right? Unless it pertains to, you know, in the case of like custody, they don't need to know where you're gonna be and when, unless it pertains to when they pick up their kid, right? But they don't need to know if you're dating anyone. They don't need to know what you got going on. They don't need to know when you go to the gym. They don't need to know none of that. They don't need to know. All right? And if they're asking, you tell them, that's none of your business. They don't need to know what you're spending money on. They don't. Okay? And you're not evil. They'll try to paint you as evil. Don't worry about it. That's their problem. Pull back the access. Okay? Turn the knowledge into wisdom and pull back your access. And you'll see, the people who throw a fit are going to be the ones you need to boop right on out of there. Because it's like, why are you so worried about me? Well, why are you so obsessed with me? More Mean Girls, I'm telling you. Regina George, so strong here. Ugh. I got 2 here. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Someone sent me a picture of this earlier. That's funny. We have Be Fearless and Bold with the number 4 again. It's time for you to be fearless and bold, friend. These cards, whenever it's reversed, it's saying you don't believe in this. We're not doing this. It's time for you to do this. It's time for you to do this. It's time to be like the badger, okay? I just heard honey badger don't care. Same energy, friend, okay? Same energy. And we also have 8, the bobcat, for life is a mystery. Ooh, yes. So like I said before, if you're thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough to be famous, I'm not this, I'm not that, the entertainment industry can take anybody off the street and turn them into an icon. And if someone has enough money and fame, even a 2 is suddenly a 10. So it does not matter. You don't need to be thin enough. You don't need to be pretty enough. You don't need a ton of qualifications. You just need to show up and learn along the way. All right? That's it. That's all you need. You just need the motivation, the passion, and the consistency. And that's it. That's all you need. Welcome back, R. You should. You will find your audience. If you want to do a podcast, do one. You should. There will be people out there who want to hear your message. There are people out there who are meant to hear your messages. Because if there are people out there who can put out really awful misinformation or just do like ASMR whispering and clinking wooden spoons in the wooden bowl thing, and they can make millions of dollars off of it, why can't you? You know, like, why not? Don't ask me how I know about that. No, I'm kidding. It showed up on my feed before and I went, what in the world? It sounded cool, but I was like, this is a thriving niche? What the heck? Yes, watch and wait. So that pause, pulling back your access, is when you get the discernment, when you start paying attention. Who gets mad when you stop responding? Who gets all up in your business? Who wants to know what you're doing, when, where, how you're moving? Who wants to know? And why? If it doesn't pertain to your health, like if you are not in danger doing the thing, it's not their business. Point blank, period. And if they really get that type of way, I'd be like, I'm sorry, who are you? Are you my mom? Are you my dad? Are you my lawyer? No? Then why do you care? Why do you care so much? And why are you so pressed? Interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. So first we have the Rhino Spirit. Beautiful R. You tell them, we're not dating, so it doesn't matter what I do. I don't know your response. But yeah, the Rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacle, right? So instead of bashing your head against the wall, trying to figure out how to deal with these people, how to overcome this thing, how to deal with having the low self-esteem and trying to not go after your dreams, but wanting to go after your dreams, instead of doing that, maybe it's time to do things a different way. Okay? I always say when I see this card, it's like we're ramming ourselves into the obstacle, hoping that the obstacle will remove itself, when sometimes all we need to do is move over to the right and the path continues, right? We'll hit this obstacle and we'll go, oh, it's a dead end. Well, I'll just keep hitting it and hope that it kind of undoes itself. And Spirit's usually here to be like, just move to the right or move to the left. Just move a little, you know, and then you can continue forward, you know? And then freedom's yours. You move a little to the right, and it's a straight line. 33, Archangel Michael. That also leads up to communication and collaboration. Interesting, right? And the Cow spirit. The miracles are endless. Beautiful. It's like the miracles are endless. And I love that this is upright, because it means that you understand that anything can happen. Anything can happen. People can literally become millionaires overnight on accident with a scratch-off ticket. Hello? I'm not doing personal readings. This is a collective, and I'm actually about to end here. So, that's... If you want a personal reading, after that, link in my bio. But if not, have a beautiful rest of your night, and I hope you find a reader. But yes, we often don't think that anything can happen. We think we have to follow a specific formula, but there are people, good night, and you're welcome. There are people who literally become millionaires overnight. There are literally people who become viral overnight. They have their song take off overnight, or someone buys their product and next thing you know, it's the new hot commodity. Anything can happen. Or you get a random inheritance letter from someone you don't even, like, you've never even met, but you're apparently related. Like, any kind of crazy thing can happen with the universe. Move to the right. Stop worrying about the obstacle and just move. If they're gonna keep doing what they're doing, move. Move around them. Be like, okay, get out of the way then. Move, bitch, get out the way. Oh God, Spirit's funny. Sorry, that rang in my head, and my guides are little jokesters. Last one for them, Spirit. Last little bit of advice here. Oh, that's funny. Yes. And yes, stop ruminating on the past. Be here now. Like I said, the longer we stay in the past, the more we miss the opportunities in the present to build the future we desire. It's fine to take a moment to look at the past, to learn the lessons from them, to gain the wisdom from them, but we don't live there. If you live in the past, you will always remain in the past. You take the lessons from the past and you go into the future, eyes forward. You can't see the opportunities if you're not looking. If you want a future where you follow your dreams, look forward. Don't worry about the past. And let Spirit be your guide. I love it. They have the entire vision. They can see everything. They have the hawk's eye. They are watching you from above. They are not confined by our five senses. They are not confined by a physical vessel. They can see everything. And then they give us guidance. They give us nudges to follow the plan we asked to follow when we were born. Yeah. They're here to give us that guidance. Okay? Listen. Let them guide you. Follow your intuition. Follow passion's lead. And it will never steer you wrong. Okay? So, that is all I have for you today. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for choosing me to be your reader, for your time and your energy and your trust. I really, truly appreciate it. Thank you so much for all of your likes, your follows, your shares, your gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're interested in a personal reading, I offer that at the link in my bio. Again, I do not have 1,000 followers just yet, so the link is not clickable. It's the link tree, it's in my bio. It'll take you to everywhere I am, wherever you can get the reading, it's in there. It says personal readings. You can go there and check my little link out and see if it vibes with you. If it does not, and this is the last that I see you, thank you again for choosing me to be your reader tonight. I hope it was helpful. I wish you so much luck, love, energy, healing, abundance, joy, prosperity, all the good things. Yeah, and I just wish you that on your journey. And remember that life is an ever crooked path, and you are never off of it. All right. And for everyone who has chosen to follow me, who does like my vibe, thank you. Extra special, huge, big thank yous, all the cookies. And yeah, I wish the same for you as well. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.